What's up? This is Big Herc with Prison Talk, and I had a question from one of our viewers. What are some of the things that people learn in prison that they can take to the streets to become financially situated? Well, there's a number of skills you learn in the pen that they don't teach you on the streets, and a lot of that comes from just socializing with different people and different ethnicities that have learned things throughout the years, whether it's been you know um, stocks, whether it's been hustling on the streets with drugs, whether it's been working on houses. There's a lot of things that you learn just through word of mouth, besides whatever courses you take in there. Um, Guys who I know that were drug dealers, a lot of times if they have the same hustle that they have for the drugs, they apply that to life. They can do whatever they want to do. They can be successful because these guys were making money in the projects. It wouldn't be nothing for them to make money in the corporate world. So a lot of these guys get involved in stocks. I had a good friend of mine. He was actually teaching stock classes, and he got out and he took that hustle he learned from stocks, and now he's about to become a hedge fund manager. So he took his skill set that he learned from another guy that taught him, and he applied it to the streets. And initially he did some paper trading until he got his formula down, and we keep in touch quite often, and now he's got a pretty consistent formula where he can net returns for his investors. And so he's doing actually day trading, and he's going to actually start taking on clients and become like a hedge fund manager on a smaller scale. I know a couple guys who took a the barber class in there, and these guys used to hustle on the street, and like I said, they just applied it to the barber trade, and they used to cut here and there for money. And basically when they got out, they opened up their own barber shops, started renting out chairs, marketed that by barbershop, branded it, started selling clothes under that barbershop's name, and actually became quite successful. So you have people who have taken things they've learned in prison and actually applied them and became self-employed and been quite successful. There's guys in there taking real estate courses. There's guys in there taking carpentry, things as far as learning how to get their contractor's license, to do remodeling and things like that, depending on what institution they're at. There's guys in there taking personal training courses. Most of the guys in there are very well, are very well as far as physically in shape. And so they just take that personal training certificate and they apply it on the street, most likely working as an independent trainer on the street. There's some guys making six figures that I knew in the pen that got out and got a high-end level of clients and applied what they learned, and basically now they're training people in the corporate world, making good money. So there are a lot of positive things that you can take from the pen if you apply yourself and utilize your time wisely. You have so much free time to read and study material and do so much with your mind because you have no other responsibilities. It's conducive for you to empower yourself. I know a guy who ran the ticket in there, which is the gambling ticket, got out, started his own online gambling business, became quite successful. There's so many different things guys do that, while they're in there, that they can turn around and apply on the street. There was a guy out there a guy inside who was actually like what you consider a loan shark. He would loan books of stamps to guys that had interest, or commissary to guys at interest, and basically get a return. He got out, started his own lending business, like a lending tree, started making a lot of money. So, the hustles are they're endless, and it's just all about applying yourself, socializing with the right people while you're in there, not sitting around watching TV all day, and just looking forward to working for yourself. A lot of guys, spend a lot of time, waste a lot of time doing nothing, and get out and go from, job to job, filling out applications, and they get let down, and then it results in them committing another crime possibly, or doing something to violate because they become frustrated. So to alleviate that, I always tell a guy, man, employ yourself. Don't let anybody control your destiny. Take control of your own destiny, employ yourself, and figure out your own hustle. That way you can set your own hours and you set your own schedule. And that's basically what it's about. But those are a few examples of hustles that guys have done that I know of while they're in the pen, and they applied them on the street. And all these guys are basically doing well for themselves, and they're very successful. And I forgot to mention another friend of mine who was a personal trainer, and got a loan, opened his own gym, and he's doing well. You guys have probably seen him on his interview, Larry Pollock, very successful guy, as well as Cali Muscle. Got in there, took barber classes, got out, cut hair, got into training, and now he's one of the biggest guys on YouTube. So there's a lot of successful people, as well as, I like to focus on the positives rather than the negatives. But yeah, keep watching, subscribe to our channel, Prison Talk.